Good morning. Hello everyone. Today I, Delalip Setio Aji, a student from the Communication Studies Department at Universitas BSI, would like to delve into a topic that has sparked widespread discussion and debate recently. Our focus tonight is not just on the score or the strategies play out on the field, but rather on the controversy that transcends the boundaries of sport into the realm of fairness, diplomacy, and the integrity of international football. Let's explore the controversy surrounding the Indonesia versus Bahrain match held on October 10, 2024, and its broader implication for the sport we love. In the bet between Indonesia and Bahrain on October 10, 2024 for the 2026 World Cup qualifier, a significant controversy unfolded that left fans and officials from both sides with strong opinions. Here's a narrative exploring the various perspectives on this event. The game saw Indonesia leading 2-1 with the potential for a historic win in the qualifier. However, the drama escalated towards the end of the match when the referee Ahmed Alkaf controversially extended the stoppage time beyond what was initially indicated. This decision allowed Bahrain to score an equalizer in 99 minutes, resulting in a 2-2 draw. From Indonesian perspective, social media was flooded with Indonesian fans expressing their frustration, accusing the referee of bias toward Bahrain. The sentiment was that Indonesia was robbed of a victory, with fans and commentators alike questioning the integrity of the officiating, particularly the extension of playtime. From the official reaction, the Indonesian Football Association, or we call PSSI, formally lodged complaint with both FIFA and the AFC, arguing that the match officiating was unjust. They point out the lack of consultation with VAR for potential offside and the seemingly arbitrary extension of injury time, which they feel was manipulated to favor Bahrain. From a diplomatic angle, there's a broader discussion on how such incidents affect sport diplomacy. Indonesia, while disappointed, stressed the importance of fair play and transparency in international matches, hoping this controversy would lead to stricter referee accountability. There's Bahrain viewpoint too, celebration with caution. Bahrain, while celebrating not losing the game, was not immune to the controversy. Their football association faced backlash online, leading them to quickly disable comment on their social media platform, perhaps to prevent further fan-based conflict. Neutral stance. Officially, Bahrain might not comment extensively on the referee decision, focusing instead on the result which kept them in the game for qualification. However, there could be internal discussion on how such controversies affect their image in international football. This match even have a global football community effect. Criticism and analysis. International media and football analysis largely criticize the referee, highlighting it as another example of refereeing inconsistency in football. Discussion on platforms like ESPN and VN Express International underscored the need for reform in how stop-back time is managed and officiated, especially in crucial matches. Advocacy for change. There's a growing call within the football community for better training of referee, clearer guidelines on stoppage time, and perhaps a review how far is used or not used in continuous moment. Conclusion. The controversy surrounding the Indonesia versus Bahrain match on October 10, 2024 served as a microscope of broader issue within football governance. It highlights the delicate balance between human judgment in refereeing and the need for technology and transparency in decision making. While the match ended in a draw, the real impact might be seen how governing bodies respond to match incidents, potentially using intent to ensure fairness in the sport. This narrative reflects not just a moment of contention but also catalyst for discussion on the future of football, officiating and its implication for national team morale, strategy, and international relations. As we were up today, discussion on the Indonesia versus Bahrain match controversy, it's clear that this event has transcended mere sport analysis, touching on significant issues regarding sport governance, fairness in play, and the role of technology in modern football. Indonesia, having felt the sting of what many perceive as an unjust call, has not only voiced out their grievance through official channels, but also sparked a national conversation about football integrity. This incident has shown the power of fan mobilization in the digital age, with social media becoming a battleground for expressing dissent and demanding change. On the other side, Bahrain, while relieved with a point, faced the scrutiny of hosting a match where the officiating has been called into question. This makes serve as a lesson in the delicate balance of hosting international matches and ensuring a neutral, unbiased environment. From a broader perspective, this controversy might just be the push need for FIFA and the AFC to reevaluate home matches are officiated, particularly in high-stakes scenario. There's a growing consensus that while human error is inherent in sport, systems should be in place to mitigate its impact on the final outcome. The call for more transparent, accountable, and consistent refereeing practice has never been louder. As we sign off, it's worth pondering where football goes from here. Will this match be a footnote in the history of football controversy, or will it act as a catalyst for reform? Only time will tell. But what's certain is that every match, every decision shapes not just the scoreline but the very fabric of the sport we're passionate about. Thank you for joining me, Del Alif Setio Haji, in this insightful journey through one of football's most talked about controversy of 2024. Until next time, keep questioning, keep watching, and keep loving the beautiful game. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Dar Alex Setio Haji from the Communication Studies class. Today, I would like to explain and present the topic that I will be discussing, which is the question word. What is meant by the question word? Are question words in English that begin with W, H, say words. What is the function of word question? Question words are used by someone to ask for information, and the person being asked must provide a clear answer. In English, they are also commonly referred to as open questions. What are included in word question? In Indonesian, you might only be familiar with 5W plus 1H. However, in English, you need to learn HW plus 1H. So, what are these HW plus 1H? The answer is what, when, where, who, whom, which, was, why, and how. What? What is used to ask about things? Yes, as we know, what is a question word used to ask about something or something related to a person. Example of its usage in a sentence. What are you doing? What is your name? What do you think about the movie? What time is it? What should I do? Where? If you want to find out information about the location, place, destination, or position of someone or something, the appropriate question word to use is where. Example of its usage in a sentence. Where do they live? Where is your mom? Where is my handphone? Where are you headed? Where should I park? Why? This question word is used to ask for a reason or a cause. In this case, the reason can be either positive or negative. In order to understand the background of why something happened. Example of its usage in a sentence. Why do you love me? Why it did happen? Why are you crying? Why is he logging? Why did you come late? When? Of course, when is used to ask about the time something happened. This question word is closely related to adverb of time, which can be the answer to this type of question. Example of its usage in a sentence. When do you finish college? When does the taxi arrive? When did he leave? When will that fix my bicycle? When will the meeting start? Which, guys, how often do you get confused about the choice? Whether it's a choice related to item, colors, opinion, and so on. Well, you can use which to ask about the choice. Example of its usage in a sentence. Which color do you want? Which extracurricular do you join in? Which one do you prefer, iOS or Android? Of all the drinks on the menu, which one would you like? Which ones do you choose, the left or the right? Who? Who told you about my secret? Now, the above is an example of a question using the question word who to ask about people or someone as the subject. Example of its usage in a sentence. Who opened the window? Who are you? Who is your favorite Korean artist? Who is your boyfriend? Who owns this bag? Whom? So, in English, there is a difference in question words depending on whether the person is in the subject or object position. While who is used to ask about a person who is the subject, whom is the question word used for a person in the object position or the one receiving the action from the subject. Example of its usage in a sentence. Whom are you going to meet? Whom did you see in the morning? Whom should we send the invitation to? Whom was Theo talking to? Whom will you marry? Was, if you're wondering, what's the difference between was, who, and whom? The difference is that was is the question word used to ask about possession. Example of its usage in a sentence. Whose are this novel? Whose car is that? Whose wallet is this? Is it yours? Whose turn is it? Whose outfit are you wearing? How? Lastly, there is how for you to use when you want to ask about manner, process, condition, or quality. This question word is also used to ask about price, duration, frequency, age, method, distance, or quantity. Example of its usage in a sentence. How can you explain this problem? Please tell us. How was your exam? How far is Jakarta from Bekasi? How much money do you have? How often you go to Bali in a year? How to form word question? Word question formula. So in forming question words, there are also formulas, and there are three ways to create them. Word question with auxiliary verb. You can place the word in the first place. Auxiliary verb to be, do, or have plus subject plus main verb plus the question. Example, when are you leaving? Where do they live? What have they decided? Word question with modal verb. Words that are considered modal verb included can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, and must. The formula is the word plus modal verb plus subject plus main verb plus the question. Example, why would he stay with? What should I do? Why should we read books? The last one is word question without auxiliary or modal verb.
This formula indicates that the word itself has replaced the position of the subject. The formula is word plus main verb plus question. Example, who won the game? Whose phone rang? Who bought this? Sekian dari saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.